It is one of the first of its kind facilities in Northeast Ohio.
And now the Louise C. Stokes Scholar House is getting ready to welcome its first residents. Almost 2.5 years ago, we first told you about the unique student housing for single parents.
Well, now News 5's Catherine Ross is following through with a look at that building, and she explains why some say the initiative will help multiple generations.
Rochelle Ensley's daughter will soon join her as a master's graduate.
That whole journey really started with me looking at my daughter, wanting to give her something different, wanting to be an example for her.
Ensley's now the VP of Property Management at CHN Housing Partners, but tells us the journey hasn't been easy.
I actually had my daughter a single parent with my GED. I was living in project-based housing.
She worked and parented full-time while squeezing in her studies.
There were plenty of times like, I can't do this, but I think what's so important is your community.
Community will be a focus at the Louise C. Stokes Scholar House.
I've been looking at building this since 2017, I think is when we started talking about it.
Crews are putting the finishing touches on the 40-unit apartment building near Tri-City's Metropolitan campus. CHN Housing Partners says it's more than your average student housing.
And we're breaking down barriers so that parent is able to successfully graduate from college and their children can thrive as well.
On top of several play areas, Scholar House includes on-site childcare and storage for bikes and strollers. 2- and 3-bedroom units provide ample room for families, and spaces throughout are designed to accommodate both learning and parenting.
There's windows and visibility throughout all these spaces, so it's really easy for the parents to trust that their kids are okay when they're in here doing their schoolwork.
A community room can host events and speakers, and a community kitchen will offer cooking classes. Partnerships with nearby colleges will provide academic support, and on-site resident services will include counseling, financial literacy, and life skills training.
We really hope that the parents are able to graduate and obtain stable employment, exit to stable housing, while their children are also meeting all of their educational benchmarks.
Ensley believes that support will help other families like hers achieve their academic goals and set an example for their children. We're looking forward to following through on the progress here at the Scholar House. If you have any stories you'd like to see us follow through on, you can reach out at tips@wews.com. In Cleveland, Catherine Ross, News 5.
And rent there at the Scholar House will be stabilized and based on 30% of the renter's income. There are certain income and academic requirements to qualify.
Now CHN is now leasing the apartments, and you can find much more information with this story on our website, news5cleveland.com.